Hey y'all, welcome back to another stream. Sorry I've been gone these last couple of days. It's been crazy in the household. But I'm here now. I am tired, so if I blank out on you, I apologize. It's just, it's been a kind of week and day, and insomnia sucks. So that's where I'm at today. But we're gonna go ahead and get to writing. As you know, I'm streaming my writing to help support babydj.org. All revenue from the November streams go to the charity in early December. It looks like it's currently 41 cents. I thought it was 43 cents. I think I forgot to hit save. Key changes? Go save. Yeah, so for 43 cents. It'll probably be a couple of bucks by the end of the month, which is fine, and then I'll just add that to my personal donation. And then there's other incentives for subs. You know, various things happen. You can see the ticker at the bottom. There's also going to be a card that comes up periodically throughout the stream, maybe once or twice for the hour-long stream. I also didn't get much writing done during my days off, just because it's been, honestly, it's been stressful. I honestly vegged most of my time when I wasn't working. So I apologize. I know that's kind of not in the whole spirit of National Novel Writing, Novel Writing Month, but it's where we're at now. And I'm doing pretty good count-wise, so I'm not terribly worried. I know we only have 9 days left in the month, and I've got... My math isn't mathing. Hold on. 50 minus 33, 27. So 27,000-ish words to write. I'm pretty sure I can do it. I have tomorrow off. Sunday's probably not going to be a stream day because it's a birthday day. Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday might be slow days at work. No guarantee. I've got some projects that I'm planning on getting done when everybody else is away. And then we got Thanksgiving and Black Friday. I might do some catching up. We'll see though. But I think that's enough rambling for me for now. That was zero typing. So honestly, my goal tonight is just 1,000 words. So what were we at? 33,033. So 33,035. So 34,000, and I'll be happy. Alright, so we kind of left off. I called him LaMille last time I streamed the other day, but I went back and saw that I originally named him LaMim. I kind of like LaMim better, honestly. It's kind of just more unique. And I'm trying not to click on things that are catching my attention. So focusing on the story. And I think, yeah, and we kind of met Tia as well. Shoot, I forgot. And I still haven't, and I probably won't, if I'm going to be completely honest, created the timeline, but basically all of these events are happening in tandem to each other. We're probably not going to see Luca or Remy for a while. Deja is with them, but they're going through the city. There's really nothing to write about now that LaMim's made his appearance, at least for now. So yeah, I think we're going to jump back to Farah and Nick. So let's go ahead and jump. I think you're going to see a white screen for a little bit while I get the... Oh, probably not. Cool. Chapter 41. Alright, so what I'm going to do... Probably should have set this up Or, let me grab my phone real quick. I tried the Pomodoro technique thingy. The results for grow. Okay. Focus at 25 session. Okay. Give me the full thing, don't just. Alright. 25 minutes followed by a break. Another 25 minutes. Okay, I guess we can do 25 minutes. So let me try focusing on writing for 25 minutes, and then I'll come back and look at chitty chats and check. Well, I don't know, because this is only an hour long, right? So it's not like I'll be going back and forth a lot. So no, I'm not going to try anything new and fancy today. Maybe tomorrow. Especially if I'm feeling particularly distracted. But today we're going to go ahead and just keep it the way that I normally do it. Alright, so where was I? Alright, we're going back to Farah and Nick. Last we saw them, they had stopped by Nick's encampment, the Nick's tribe, to get provisions and move on. I think they're going to go on. I think I'm going to use this chapter to just character build a little bit. Don't worry. Don't worry. The tanned man with dark hair reassured the little girl with matching dark hair, but styled in the manner of dual braids. But what if I don't see you again? The girl whimpered. Oh, there should be an F there. What? Nope. Alright, Google's being a pain. The girl whimpered her question. Nick chuckled and rested a hand on her shoulder, giving it a gentle squeeze. I won't lie. There's always the chance that we may be separated for a long time. If you don't see me again, then remember me and try to act like I would act. And service others and the forest. The girl, barely comforted by his words, sniffled. But if you just come with us, then we don't have to worry about that. He chuckled softly and shook his head. I cannot, Nita. He said, I'm already made a vow. Made a vow. He nodded in Farrah's direction. I think I'm gonna rename Farrah because everybody's name is kind of an offshoot of common names except hers. Hers is still common. Anyway, he nodded in Farrah's direction at the gesture. the Alderian stood a little taller and nodded toward the little girl. I cannot just abandon my word. But you promised me you'd always protect me, she argued. I did. I did. Nick admitted, letting his hand drop from the girl's shoulder. You have mother and father to protect you too. But they're old and wise. Quickly corrected her. Oh, I forgot to do a thing. I'll take care of it after writing. He quickly corrected her. They know what needs to be done. They know what needs to be done. And how to best protect and raise you like they protected and raised me. I think they did so poorly with me, do you? No. No. The girl admitted. And I don't think they'd do so poorly with you either. He gave her a wide smile. Think of it this way. We're both going on adventures. And once we reunite, whether it's in a few days, or a few weeks, or a few years, we'll be able to tell each other all sorts of stories about the things we've done and seen. In fact, all around them, the camp was in a flurry of movement. You know, I'm going to hold off on that. That can actually be later. I do like your stories. She trailed off. And I like yours. So gather some more for me. And I'll gather more for you. The girl, Nita, hesitated, and then her shoulders slumped as she relented with a nod. Sure, she said sullenly. Then she lifted her head, her eyes set with determination. And if you don't meet up with us by by the time I'm old enough to go out on my own, I'm going to search for you. A hearty laugh escaped the healer's lips, and he nodded. I would expect no less from you. Around the duo, the camp was a flurry of activity. Many of the items that weren't somehow integrated into the earth were being packed into knapsacks or handheld devices. No. Shoot. Thinking of the luggage with the wheels on them, but like obviously we wouldn't call that luggage. Chests? Or some manner of chest with wheels on the bottom. Sarah, who was sitting back and observing Nick talk to his sister, was half paying attention to their surrounding. Noticed one person attaching a handle to one of the wheeled chests. And idly wondered how easily that would work in the uneven terrain of the forest. Maybe the soil was flat and compact in the direction they were heading. As well as the preparations I was making. Alright. Before she had settled on the log to watch the siblings, she had offered to help. Help the Cerugians pack their belongings, but everyone she approached just shook their heads, just gave words of appreciation and shook their head. Declined her assistance. Most didn't explain why they were declining, but some did mention that they expected her to get as much rest as she could before her next leg of her journey. some did mention that they wanted her, the guest, to get as much rest as possible. And others mentioned that she'd be having no, I don't know how I want to phrase this. That since she was a guest, she didn't need to do this to help, while others mentioned that since she had the difficult task of locating the lost, she needed as much rest as she could get in the meantime. So she rested and watched. So she rested and watched. Eventually, Nita sprung forward and wrapped her older brother in a large hug. Don't do dumb things, she scolded him before stepping back and running off toward a group that was counting provisions. Your sister seems strong. Seems to like it. Sarah commented, finally standing and walking over to Nick. She definitely does. She says I'm her favorite, he said, and putting on his face as he watched his little sister join in the travel preparations. I'm her favorite brother. It helps that I'm her only brother. Though, he chuckled. I guess it does, Sarah acknowledged with a shrug, looking around, looking up again. It was like the Serogians were doing their best to avoid dragging them into their preparations. Even the horse corral was left unattended. Oof, okay. Are you sure there's nothing more that we can do? She asked. Nick shook his head. We don't have a lot to pack. It's just a matter of sorting everything, he explained. Elderly hung. Always make sure that we were prepared for days like today. For a day like today. Oh, excuse me. The woman felt guilty for not doing more to assist with their preparations, but only nodded in response to Nick's, to his statement. Well, she said after a moment of silence, then maybe we should be on our way. Unless you want to speak with your parents first. Parents again. And let them know. He had already spoken with them once. To let them know that they had arrived, since it had been so long since he left for the berries. He was certain to hand over what little berries was able to find while camped near the Alderian encampment. He shook his head. They're busy. And they know I'm leaving again. Going over and speaking with them will only be more of a distraction, and that's fun. Alright, sorry about that. Going over and speaking with them will only be more of a distraction, and will only be more of a distraction, and may be more cause for worry. May reopen more, may get Mother to worry more than she needs to. He adjusted the pack that was now weighing down on his shoulders and to make his way to the horses. Sarah followed him. Her own pack already secure across her shoulders. Your mother worries a lot for you? She brought it's part of why she wants to be in this tribe. He explained. She worries for both me and Nita. And she works with me and Nita. Wants to ensure that if anything happens to us, we can take care, we can mend ourselves. And we can mend ourselves and, oh my gosh, words are hard. And other, and make it back. Hey, big boss, how's it going? So you learn how to heal. So you learn how to heal with medicine plants. Sarah asked. Exactly. He answered. He mounted. He checked the saddle. He checked the saddle on his horse. I don't remember named his horse. And then mounted. As he did, he looked over at the brunette woman who was doing good. The longest time before. Oh, just got off work. Nice. Are you off this up? Oh wait, you're in Canada, right? So you don't have Thanksgiving next week. You did. He looked over at her. What about you? Sarah had just finished ensuring the horse's saddle was secure before. Oh, what did I click? That was weird. No, we don't have Thanksgiving, but you did get Black Friday, and you're getting a new snowblower. Nice. It's funny, I was watching a stream with a Canadian talking about how he needs a new snowblower, or how he doesn't use a snowblower, really, but he has one that never gets used, so I was literally just watching that like 2 hours ago. You might not have Thanksgiving this week, but you had it last month, so belated happy Thanksgiving to you. Typical Canadian problems. I mean, feel free to laugh in Canadian at me crying when it's, below 74 degrees, so completely understand the typical fill-in-the-blank problems. Sarah just finished it. I'm sure secure. When he asked, she looked back at him and questioned, "What do you mean, what about me?" Also, apologies if I yawn a lot, or if I zone out, or if I don't think of words or math or anything like that. I am running on I guess 6 hours isn't 5 hours of sleep. So it is a little on the not terrible, but not ideal side. And I didn't have caffeine until just very recently, so my body is kind of tired. And it's been a crazy week, so I am just ready for the weekend. And honestly, if it wasn't for maybe DJ, probably wouldn't be streaming tonight, so. But because I skipped the last couple nights and I wanted to make sure I got this done for baby DJ. I am with you with all the yawning. Look, as my husband said when we were traveling and he was yawning and making me yawn, The yawns just happen. You can't stop them. Just go with the flow. Alright, Sarah had just finished ensuring. What do you mean, what about me? Your parents? You know, I think she might have told him about her siblings, but that's what editing is for. Man, my first draft, like the first half is like way better coherent than this is. That is also probably because of the program I used. That's fine. It's fine. I also don't think... I mean, I don't think in general right now, but you know what I mean. Alright, do your parents or siblings let you going off to scout and whatnot? What a weird question. She had never thought of anything like that before. She knew what worry was. She had seen it several times among her peers and their families. But she never felt anyone... She never knew anyone to worry about her. And the closest she got to worrying someone was whenever Caden seemed to be in trouble. Maybe Caden's a relatively normal name too, but that's neither here nor there. I'm an only child. Before answering, Sarah lifted herself up onto the horse and gave him a gentle pet on the mane and a pet behind the ear. I've got no one in my family, she explained. I'm an only child, and my parents were killed by Carlathian who crossed into Sylark when I was your sister's age. Nick frowned at the revelation. About friends. She smiled a little at that. Those who trained me know how capable I am. As a scout. My peers are also confident in my abilities. I don't think they worry. The closest one who would worry died when we met Deja. Nick's frown turned even more somber. Nick's frown turned even more somber. I remember you telling me about that. I'm sorry. I apologized. Don't be sorry. Farrah shook her head. You had a general. Not concern. Shoot, question. Yeah, you had a question. That was relevant to our conversation. And that was the answer. But I didn't mean to bring back bad memories. Old or new. He explained. The only one who will feel bad about it is you. She tried to reassure him. So don't let it make you feel bad. She tried to reassure him, which honestly is a good trait. It shows you're a good person. Brain. Honestly, it's a good trait. It shows you're a good person. The one who should feel bad obviously doesn't. And you? He asked. Sarah shook her head. I missed them all. Actually, you know what? The ones who should feel obviously don't. I missed them all. But do I feel bad? No. That implies I don't. She did feel guilty for what happened to Aiden, even if it was unavoidable. Everything that happened to my family and my friend, things beyond my control. I can make peace with that. Nick nodded slowly. Good that you're able to do that. It shows strength of character, he said, before slowly guiding his horse out of the pen. Forgot how to spell pen for a minute there. Okay. Alright, so I think they're followed. Alright. Let's do a quick word count update. See where we're at. I think this is the end of the chapter. Probably the end of the day in the story too, so we'll move on to the next day. Oh hey, look, I made the 1,000-word goal. Go me. Alright, and we're going to stream for another 10 to 12 minutes. My brain does not want to do anything right now, guys. Let's do one little bit at a time though, right? So jump to the next page. Chapter 42. Alright. I'm just going to talk through planning. Okay. Dang it. Sorry, my brain does not. Okay, anyway. So obviously all groups will have, well, all groups except for Lemon will have something to do. Lemon and Luke and Raimi. Basically, Deja and Farah will have something to do. Since we're just ending with Farah and Nick leaving the encampment in the evening. Oh, maybe I should make a note that it's like the way evening hours. Too late now. Well, I could. Well, you know, if I do that, it'll scroll, and I don't want you guys to get dizzy with scrolling. So, just for editing, I guess. So since they're leaving, we could start in the morning with them. We're gonna start with the morning with Deja. I don't necessarily like the whole bouncing around type of thing. So yeah, I think this one will pick up in the morning with Farah and Nick. And honestly, guys, right now my brain is like one word at a time. Go. So Farah and Nick had gone through the remainder of the night, moving westward, moving west at times and north at times, looking for traces. This one can be done from Nick's point of view. Okay. Alright, Farah and Nick had gone through the remainder of the night, moving west at times and north at times, looking for, Farah kept her eyes open, looking for any signs of her fellow scouts from the Alderian tribe. Meanwhile, Nick also was watching for any signs of any human life. Yeah, there we go. Both members of the pair were disappointed. No one was found at all in these stretches of forest. Nick in particular felt uneasy. Milt? Oh my gosh, I don't know how to spell particular. Wow. Particular felt uneasy. Was no one to avoid the fires? Where was the indication that people had at least been through here? Felt uneasy when Farah declared that there was no sign of life in the area in the last few days. He hadn't seen any indication of the fire since before he let the Alderians know, and was able to convince Farah to join him. which ultimately was his elder's goal. Okay. My brain doesn't want to do anything, guys. Okay, which ultimately was his elder's goal. He began to grow worried. Had he just only seen a small segment of fire and imagined was larger than it actually was? The Silark Wood, the Silark Forest, was long, was large, and encompassing. So maybe they, whoever was starting the fire, Carlathians or not, was only trying to burn down one segment. Okay. One segment. Starting the fire, Carlathians or not, was only trying to burn down one segment. But if everyone was fleeing, that meant not everyone needed to flee. And although the Aldarians were in the line, were in the fire's path, they wouldn't need to come out this far. Hey Goomba, how's it going? Every tribe needed to flee, and although the Aldarians were in his path, they wouldn't need to come out this far. I am tired as all get out. I'm glad that you dropped by, though. I'm probably going to be wrapping it up in literally the next couple of minutes, as I'm trying to squeeze a few more words out of my brain before I collapse into bed. It's been a crazy week, and insomnia hit me hard last night, and then for various reasons I didn't have any caffeine today, so I'm just honestly, if you take a balloon and then you just like let all the air out of it, that's me. I am a balloon. But happy Friday to you, and then happy Saturday workday. I just felt like Saturdays were the more fun work days, honestly. I hope so too, thank you. And I know you saw my chatter in the Discord, but the village looks good. I haven't said anything, but I am hoping to see like the end result with all the paint and maybe the Godzilla and all that too. And maybe I'll post my Christmas villages when they get put up. Oh, excuse me. Okay, but so that not ever try needed to flee, and although the Adirians were in fire's tough, they won't need to come out this far. Watch your step, love.
Shit, what's up there?
Why do I need to lie down now? What's going on? I'm so confused now. Add in more buildings and start painting tomorrow. Cool. But yeah, I am yawning a lot. The yawns have taken over. Yeah. The sleepiness is real. Well, we are at exactly an hour now, so I will. Sorry, Goomba. I was telling Big Boss earlier that sometimes, well, my husband was telling me that sometimes the yawns just have to happen. Gotta let them flow. So let me go ahead and get a word count real quick, and then I will go ahead and wrap it up. I will be streaming tomorrow during the day. Probably sometime between noon, more realistically, probably 2 and 5 Eastern. If you can make it, great. If not, you know, I will be planning on streaming Monday through Wednesday next week. Thursday's probably a no-go, and Friday I have the day off, so I'll probably do another daytime stream. So if you can make it, great. If not, I'm happy to see you whenever I can see y'all. But I'm going to go ahead and sign off now. Have a good evening. Have a good weekend if I don't see you. And, yeah, take care. Bye. I'll be sure to get a lot of sleep. Oh, forgot the word count.